I'm aware that there's the lore order for this game, but I don't know much else beyond that. Anyway, salutations everyone, and welcome to Divinity 2 Original Sin. This will be my first ever playthrough of this wonderful game by Larian Studios. And I am probably going to mess up horribly, but this episode is primarily going to be dedicated to character creation and me figuring out which one of the unique characters I'm going to take through this and what modifiers I wish to make to them in order to encompass my gloriousness. This is the game that is going to be replacing XCOM 2 on the live streams. So, if you wish to catch those, well, when college rolls around, I don't know what's going to end up happening, because it's probably not going to go up until college rolls around. But let's find out and do some character creation, shall we? Onto the story mode and single player. How does the audio sound? Because I tried to do some rebalancing earlier. Dragon Commander Original Sin 1, Divine Divinity 1, Original Sin 2, Beyond Divinity, and Divine Divinity 2. Lone Wolf is good. I don't know anything about these modes. I'm assuming classic mode is close to classic pen and paper. That's good. Okay, audio is good. That's great. Honor, I'm assuming, is hard mode. It usually is. Tactician is probably pure turn-based. Explorer is mostly story. Okay. I'm gonna go with easy. As I've been told that this game is really, really hard to begin with in terms. Also, just because I feel like this is going to be a problem. Now that I look at it, the music is spiking my audio constantly. Also, why was the music that high to begin with? Put you down to 50, and maybe the music won't spike my audio. We'll go with Explorer. I've just been told that the game is obscenely difficult. Welcome to the character creation screen. Here you can select an origin character or create a custom hero. So, how exactly? Okay, there are the origin characters. Rich personal background, custom stories, unique tags. Note that custom characters don't have origin stories. Yes. I would rather have this as a pure beginning startup experience. I've been told that you can select an origin character, but then you can just alter the appearance to look like however you wished. Depending on which origin I'm going to start off with, I might change the appearance slightly. So let's see here. So of the origins that I'm going to choose, or can choose, Beast. Your failed rebellion against the Queen nearly destroyed you, so you began a new life on the high seas. Now your old enemy is back. If you don't stop her, no one will. You can listen to them? How so? Oh, I'm moronic.
Just thinking about someone I used to know. My cousin. The Queen, in fact. A tyrant. I tried to stop her, but things don't always go according to plan. She cast me out to a forgotten island, and made short work of my allies, too. Lucky for me, I was able to commandeer a ship and began a new life for myself out on the high seas. Aye, but I hear that the Queen is at it again. And there's something darker behind her madcap schemes this time. If I don't stop her, I don't know who will.
Okay, that's pretty nice. Fane. You woke up, and your world was gone. The last of your kind. You hide behind a charmed mask, searching for the truth about a history that no one knew existed.
Oh, don't stare. How would you look after eons in some ghastly crypt? Your people are rather prone to death. Mine are not. Yet when I emerged from my completely unjustified imprisonment, I found them gone. Our culture forgotten. Any trace of the world I knew all but obliterated. I must even hide my true face beneath an ever-shifting mask for fear you savages will attack me. That is how I wander this strange world. Trying to uncover the truth about a history you primitive people never even knew existed.
For the person who got me this game, I'm just sending a comment to him right now about how... I'll be honest. If I were to go with the character... If I were to have an undead person like this, I would not have chosen that voice. It actually is one of those that would grate on my nerves if I were to listen to it for too long. Oh well. Ifan ben Mezd. A crusader in Lucian's army. You lost your faith as war claimed countless innocents. Now you're a lone wolf mercenary. Your mission, kill Lucian's son. You say lone wolf is good. Okay, interesting.
Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. I pledged my life to Lucian the Divine. The war changed everything. He sent me to save the elves I grew up amongst. I arrived too late. Lucian ordered the use of death fog against the Black Ring, annihilating everyone I once knew in the process. Now I'm a mercenary killer, one of the infamous lone wolves. And my next target is none other than Lucian's own son.
Alright. Los. You're a musician, performer, star, and host to all manner of disembodied visitors. Now, one dark voice has silenced them all and aims to claim your body for itself.
All my life I've been a performer, a musician, beloved and celebrated by all. But I have a secret. I'm also a playground for sprites and spirits and... worse. The voice that rings inside me now is darker than any that came before. Almost caused a bunch of my fans to rip each other to pieces. But you can trust me. I've got this under control. Step 1. Find out who, or what, is trying to take control of my mind. Step 2. Make it sorry it ever tried.
That final pose she struck just sings to me of the fact that she seems not so confident in herself and is just trying to project an image of it. Ah well. Next, the Red Prince. You are infamous, a brilliant warrior general exiled from his empire for cavorting with demons. Fallen from grace, you refuse to give up. The throne will be yours again.
Famed, of course, for my unique red skin and unparalleled skills as a general of the House of War, I, the Red Prince, was raised within the vast palaces of the fabled Forbidden City. I was destined to become the next emperor. But my ambitions suffered a bit of a setback when I fell from grace for cavorting with demons. Now, I'm exiled and hunted by assassins. But I assure you, I remain undaunted and as determined as ever to claim my rightful throne.
He too gives off a similar appearance to Fane in my mind, yet he is infinitely funnier than Fane. Sybil, a slave no longer, you still bear the living scar your master used to dominate you. He turned you into assassin, made you hunt your own kin. Now, you hunt him.
I used to be a slave, kept under the thumb of the master, the bastard that made me hunt down my own kin. How did he do that, you ask? With the living scar you see on my cheek, this horror that takes no more than a song sung by Master Dearest to control my very thoughts. But now the tables have turned. I broke my shackles, and when I finally find him, I will make the Master sing a very different kind of song.
Alright, and I think there's one more. No, it goes back to custom. I'm not the biggest fan of the voice, yet personally, I just think running around as a skeleton is, quite humorous. Do I want a wizard skeleton? Do I want wizard skellebones? As a turn in combat, they immediately receive a free turn. Well, okay, if you're... If you're going to offer me Time Warp, I almost feel like I should become a wizard. The Wizard Fane. Cleric, Conjurer... I don't know nothing of what is good or not. But you know what? I prefer regular wizards. Level 2 in the first area, there are 6. Fair enough, but like I said, I'm just doing character creation right now. I will not be... Oh, turn the target into a chicken. Never mind. Never mind. I thought it was a turn yourself into a chicken. I was like, why would you do this? I feel tempted to do the build preset of a wizard. Just because it seems like it'd be fun to do. I always like playing wizardy characters. And I know I can change the name. Do I want to keep it as Fane? I doubt they would ever make reference to it. I know like I said, I know nothing of this game, if you tell me one way or the other. Oh, I can't change his name? Huh, disappointing. I can mess with the appearance. Let's see. Prefer decompose. No. I'm streaming. You can Fine, I'm gonna run downstairs really quick because someone's trying to contact me. Enjoy the sounds of Divinity when I return I'll continue with character creation. It was a relatively... can I give... I can give you hair. Sweet. So my personal idea is that this is not Fane. This is, in a rather stunning fit of stupidity in canon, Fane himself is not Fane. He has just been given false memories by Alyssa and has been resurrected as champion. From the time I was doing Dominions. Yeah, well, we'll do Charred, because I like the charred, bony appearance. Gold Skull? I think the golden firebolt from the face makes sense. I would assume wands would make the best weapons. Do I go with... I mean, that hairstyle is the one that makes the most sense. I mean, okay, no hair at all makes the most sense. No, this one fits. This one fits and I like it. Lumberjack? I'm assuming the robes don't remain this way, but if they did, it looks amusing enough. Right, Skelebeard, good to see you. Yes. I have to use Fane's voice, but that makes sense. Preset, wizards, intelligence with why would you need constitution as a wizard? Never mind. I'm not going to mess too much with the presets just because presets are usually set up so you can try to win the game with them. Talents, indigenous and undead. I don't know what any of these else do. I don't have any space for talents. I could take Far Out Man, but I'd like to just read through the talents overall and see if there's one that seems better just because I have increased range on my spells, but I'm not sure how useful that even is. I know I can change things, I just don't know... I don't know what's good and what isn't. Ambidextrous, reduce the cost of using grenades and scrolls when your offhand is free. Arrow recovery, recovering a special arrow after shooting it, no thanks. For combat, when an enemy lands a fatal blow, helps you bounce back to life with 20% health if you die and are resurrected in combat. Comeback Kid will be available again. I feel like for lore purposes this would make sense. If I'm an undead, I have a knack for coming back to life. We'll see how effective that is, but no thanks. I shouldn't be getting hit if I'm the wizard anyway. If the wizard's getting hit, something's gone wrong. Horribly, horribly wrong. Fire resist, but it's dropped. So increases fire resist, but gives me a water penalty. Lowers the action point cost of spells by 1 when standing on the surface of the same element. I don't know how relevant that'll be. Flee combat even when their enemies are right next to you. Perfect. Far Out Man, range of skills and scrolls by 2 meters. Salutations, that one off-topic person. You came just in time for what will probably be a really quick end to the stream. We unfortunately finished off XCOM, and we're in the middle of character creation for Divinity, but since this is a lot more than I think I can chew in one setting, I would like to put an end to the, do the character creation, sit through the introduction, and then move on from there. 5-star dinner. Specifics of foods and potions. Glass Cannon, you start every combat round with maximum AP, but magic and physical armor do not protect you from statuses. Incompatible with Lone Wolf. Gorilla, Sneaking Gorilla increases attack damage by 40. Maximum Vitality grants you extra 10% crit chance and 10% more accuracy. Fair enough, I do apologize, my streams are really inconsistent. I'm trying to have more of them before I go off to college, and it looks like it kind of works, yet kind of doesn't. Leech shields you while standing on blood. 35% of all healing you receive by skills and consumables to magic armor. Lone Wolf. 2 max health, 2 recovery AP, all this extra resistances, and doubled. While you're adventuring solo or with at most 1 companion. Removed when there are more than 2 members of the current party. Mnemonic gives you 3 extra points in your memory attribute. Morning Person, when resurrected, you are at full health. Oh, when rested. Oh no, resurrected, never mind. Gives the ability to perform attacks of opportunity. Parrying Master makes sense. Pet Pal enables you to talk to animals. As an undead, that'd be really funny. All magical skills have crit chance equal to your critical chance score. I mean, if I'm a wizard and I want to hit really hard, that's probably what I'm going to take. 5 extra meters to grenade throws. Stench decreases everyone's attitude towards you by 25, but melee opponents find you far less attractive in combat. Increase the duration of damage statuses caused by your skills and surfaces by 1 turn. Makes you explode in a bloody cloud when you die, dealing 50% of your vitality as physical damage in a 30-meter radius. All status durations by 1 are reduced. Includes positive statuses. What a rush. Your health is below 1. I'm assuming all these require levels. One AP worth of free movement per turn. Okay. Well, as I said, we'll take this one just because I think it's probably better than extra range if I'm trying to nuke someone down. Your origins. Mystic. Cracks in reality lead you to other times and places. Some of the void, some of the gods. Your vision is not quite your own, but you can make use of it. Intelligent and curious, your appetite for learning far exceeds your taste for bloodshed. Books and scrolls are your dearest possessions. I'm assuming those are required. Lone Wolf would be great if you don't want that much clutter in the party, but I'll see where the game takes me. Select your origin instrument. It will take the lead in the music during the fights and will highlight various moments of your adventure. I think the Bansuri sounds the best. Oh baby, toggling armor. It looks silly. I have no skin! Anyway, let's get through the introduction, shall we? We are Fane. We are a mystic scholar. Our talents are that we're ingenious, undead, and a savage sortilege. We are a wizard. I don't know if any of this else I should mess with, but I'm not going to. Our appearance is quite humorous, and as I said before, we are in fact Fane. Let us begin. Beware, playing as an undead poses unique risks and benefits. Undead must veil their true selves from the living or risk being attacked. Healing potions and spells will damage you, while poison heals. Undead can pick locks with Bony Finger alone, and can survive the Scourge of the Death Fog. Are you sure you are done with character creation? As far as I'm aware, yes.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
Alright. Well then. This is fairly quick as far as I'm aware. Attacking guards, and this is the fastest way to end your journey. 5 new skills gained, 5 new recipes learned. And I'm apparently let free from this place.
Well now, aren't you a curious sight? If I'd had a mask to hide my bones as well as yours, maybe I'd still be walking around today. Where'd you get it? There can't be many curios like that in the world.
Sure. Is it normal for human remains to talk?
Ha! Fresh out of the crypt, are you? No, we are abnormal. It's why we hide in the shadows. Or walk about like you still had flesh on your bones in your case. You even have yourself a silky mortal voice.
Let's admit that my voice is a trick. Why not? I can jest, but I also know when it's best to be honest.
Ha! Should have known it was a parlor gimmick. Still, you'd best keep that mask on. The living don't take kindly to seeing their future staring back at them.
New information was added to the journal. Welcome to the basics. Click anywhere on the ground or hold the left mouse button to continue exploring. Understood. Well, I would gladly do so. And it's going to be annoying to start this in the middle of a tutorial, but as I said, I don't actually have a ton of time as well. So, we will just name this LP tutorial. And when I return with this, I'll also update whatever audio things needed. And that'll be it for Divinity 2. Might be a short one, might be a long one, I know not. Hope you all enjoyed watching. This has been BrainBoy20 with Let's Play Divinity 2, and I'm signing off. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like, comment, or subscribe. It helps out a great deal, and I hope to see you all next time.